Yo, what up? All right. So we got another one from Theo Vaughn.
Okay. The Rat King.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, we love some Theo Vaughn, man.
Yeah.
What we got?
This is Theo Vaughn roasting women.
Okay. This should be funny, man. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be. Sometimes he's a little long-winded when he talks. He kind of rants, but this should be funny. So he's gonna be just talking about women or cutting jokes.
This is roasting women. We've seen. I don't know if he's gonna go that hard on women. He doesn't seem like
we've watched a lot of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We watched. We've seen a lot of roasting women.
Now he's had some stories. Yeah, I remember with empathy. Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna tell that story about was it somebody he met on Craigslist, or was it on like a dating app or something? And he went to the house and she had like candles lit up all over the place and no legs.
Yep.
Right. All right, man. Are you ready?
Yes.
Been with some decent women and some just troubled women and some undervalued women, all types of them.
Yeah.
And
You still hook up with the ugly ones or what?
no, these days, I try to find that a little bit of beauty in everybody, but sometimes you got to really get in there to see it.
What's the one thing we're not talking about that we really should be?
Oh, dude, I remember one time I saw these massive birds, right? They call them in your country.
They call them
massive
birds.
Beautiful, strong. I went to this place called Newcastle. Have you heard of this?
Yes, we've heard of
Okay.
Newcastle.
And this taxi drops me off. There was a big room, like a big window, and they were in there naked. What do you call it? Tits?
Yes.
Tits. And they were beating each other with pillows in there, bro. And I sat out there and smoked a cigarette out there.
And that's the one thing no one's talking about.
Huh?
And that's the one thing
Bro,
no one's talking about.
there was 7 of these women in there.
I can see why you brought it up. It's an
And it
important
was
point, Theo.
it was serious, man. Oh.
So what kind of girls do you like?
Oh, man. I like all kinds of girls, really big, small, sleeping. Who hasn't? Dated a lazy-eyed girl for a little bit. Don't laugh, man. She's a hell of a skeet shooter. That's my favorite joke, man. I used to get mad and get up in her face and go, pull, and just watch her eye go out like that. That's my favorite joke. But, I don't know, man. I like to date a homeless lady, man, because after the date, you could just drop her off anywhere. But I like a strong girl, I like a sturdy gal, man. Kind of girl who, get into some things, These skinny girls, man, like making love to a can of pickup sticks, I'm serious, man. It's like making love to a pillowcase full of deer antlers. I need a freaking sturdy, man. I need a girl that's got a little harumph, I need a girl that's got some in her, maybe a little diesel in the tank. The kind of girl that'll just snatch a goat off a bridge if she has to. The kind of girl that gets into some things. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause these skinny girls just don't do it for me, man.
I got a girl for you.
You do?
Yeah, she's got a speech impediment. She does this a lot.
If she can cook, I will take her. I'm serious, Michael. A lot of women don't cook anymore, man. And here's my thought. It's true, gentlemen. Look at us, hungry clap. You hear that hunger clap? You hear that hunger clap? And here's my thoughts, ladies. If God didn't want you to cook, then why did he naturally put milk and eggs in your body? Simple ingredients. I'll have the crepes.
And the man went out in the world and did the world work, and the woman stayed at home and took care of the family work. And I don't think it was ideal for anybody, but the kids were fat and the cat was fed. And you got home from work and your wife was standing there with the mail and she's like, tell me what the mail says. And I'm not saying it was perfect. I'm just saying that it worked. And then women started wanting to do everything. We want to chew gum. We want to wear hats. We want to drive big rigs. We want to CrossFit. CrossFitting? What the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all are doing chin-ups in an abandoned shed all morning? We're fucking starving at the house. Our boy can't read. And you're worried about muscle density? When I married you, had an ass, now you got glutes? What are glutes? Don't make that thing any harder for daddy to get into.
Why, do you date a lot of whites or not? I haven't made love to a white in years, dog. Wow. Yeah. The first girl you ever made love to, was she
Fat.
No.
Yeah. She was fat first.
Damn. Wow. Yeah, she was fat first. Dude, I got food poison one time hooking up with a big girl.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Salmonella?
No, I think she just had so much food in her and it poisoned me somehow. I remember when I was young, I could not talk to girls. I just felt embarrassed. I couldn't talk to girls that I liked. That was the toughest part. I was just afraid. I just had this thing built in my head that they hated me or that they just did not like me. And I remember one time, this girl I was just in love with as a child, I remember that I spit in her hair because I was so pent up with wanting to just tell her that I liked her maybe or something that I couldn't. So I just gathered every bit of genetic ability, liquid ability in my face and just deposited it onto her head one time. And I ended up getting suspended for that.
This lady had the darkest bush on her body. Because some girls got that body bush, they still rocking that front bush. And this was upstate New York, and anything goes up there. You'll find you'll have a woman who'll have a tattoo on the back of her throat up there. They'll have a woman just a huge semi-automatic weapon tattooed just right across her tits. I mean, it's wild. That's neck tat country. That's tetanus shot. Everybody up there stepping on rusty nails, and that's tetanus shot country. And this lady, she ended up making love to me, and she had a real dark bush, man. I'm like, she just dyed it with cold water. Like she had just dyed it with like the devil was making ink pens and they went out of business at the company and he had a bunch of extra ink and she got a hold of some of it because maybe her stepbrother broke into the factory and he got a hold of some and he gave some to her for Christmas because they didn't have much money.
Eventually, you would really have to prove yourself.
I would not be able to. But that's okay. That's all I want is the chance to not be able to prove myself. That's all.
But you know what? You might, if you were willing to, because Bobby doesn't eat ass at all, and I love certain things that he's not into. So if you were inclined to do stuff he wouldn't, or fill some holes,
okay,
I might consider cohabitation.
Oh wow, okay. So I guess I better practice the brown cow workout.
I'm not like a chronic, I don't love it all the time, but 3 times a year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You mean holidays? Oh, that's
holidays,
Yeah, some stuff I think around the holidays is real nice, man. Especially if everybody showered up and everybody in a good mood, Interlude.
I write a poem, and I am pretty nervous, but I will do my best. My wiener is chill, man. It ain't trying to do no crime. It ain't even that hard a lot of the time. And that's true, actually, because a lot of times I'll get those wiener pills from the gas station. You know what I'm talking about? Them real giraffe makers, Make my legs sweat, actually. My wiener is trill. My wiener is candid. It looks like Joe Pesci. It's that wet bandit. But I'm lit to the fact that girls are far more than sex. They are champions and soldiers with power in their breasts. They are creative and equal and warm and life-bringing. I love Dolly Parton, but it's because of her singing. My wiener is chill, man. It ain't trying to do crime. It ain't even that hard a lot of the time. My wiener ain't Weinstein. My wiener ain't Cosby. But sometimes it wishes for a little bit of a Josby. You feel me?
Hello. This is poems called Things I Thought of Today. I'm a man, sort of, and I try to do right, like Rosie O'Donnell taking a small bite. She's a big girl. But it's so confusing to know what to think and what to say, If only I wasn't an atheist, at least I could pray. Okay. I used women for sex, and some have used me. They seem depressed. So we're all the same, except you sit when you pee, and you can't spell woman without men, and there's no men without woman. So I guess at the end of the day, we're all just pieces of shit. Thank you. Okay.
So I don't dislike feminists.
I don't dislike feminists, I just don't want to hear their poetry.
There were moments that I enjoyed and there were moments that I had also fear. But at least we learned something, you know?
We didn't. I think I learned a little bit during the day with the group. I think they became more accepting, you became more accepting, I became more accepting. And then the poetry ruined it all, and now I'm back to where I fucking started.
I'll say this, I learned that they laugh at a lot more stuff than I thought they would. I didn't think that they would laugh at anything. But I think most of them were seen pretty, I don't even know.
I'm dumber for hearing that sentence.
Today was a really good day. I got to take one of my heroes into, Snatch Afghanistan and really see what was going on with some feminists. And in the end, I think we both learned some stuff. We learned that some feminists are cool. It takes a lot of fabric and extra textiles to make one of those vajostumes. And 3, I really like Uber Select. And then I'll tip my driver the same, whether they're male or female.
Can I have permission to hug?
Yeah, you get it.
What show was that?
Yeah,
they had what you call it, Jimmy?
Right.
Jimmy, what you call it? Damn, I forgot. Night Car.
No. Yeah, man, that was pretty dope. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out more episodes of that show, man. Like, I mean,
I don't even know what that was.
Yeah, exactly.
He was doing poetry.
Right. It seemed like some type of comedy gig. Oh man! In that first one, he was sitting there and with the interview, he was telling the jokes. He said, "If women shouldn't cook, why would they give them?"
Oh yeah. Oh, they give them milk and titties. Why would God give them milk and?
Eggs.
I said milk and titties. Milk and eggs.
Yeah, man. So
that was a young Theo.
Right.
No, like road rules. Theo.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, Theo's always fun, man. Definitely. Yeah, he did go in though. Yeah, man.
This nigga said, who do you say? He dated some wild women. Apparently he dated some wild women.
Man, he said he thinks a fat girl gave him food poisoning.
Just from her food inside her.
She had a lot of food inside her. It's so damn stupid. Oh man, that's what I love about Theo, man. Like his comedy is very clever. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know how to put it. It's like dumbly clever. You know what I mean? It's yeah, man. You just gotta love it, man.
He know what he's doing.
Humor. Oh yeah. I don't think anybody can sit here and logically say things like this. But maybe, you know what I mean? Gotta beat this dude, man. Gotta beat him, man. Definitely. Yeah.